always wanted to be an architect. I've always kind of been handy when I was a kid. I've always been a carpenter. When I was a kid, my dad was quick to put some tools in my hand and teach me how to use them, And so in college, I'd found a couple of oddball jobs helping guys build houses. I roofed for a summer, a lot of different jobs through college, but I always ended up going to school so that I could maybe someday make $40,000, $50,000 a year, or with the work that I was doing, I could make that then. And I had a really hard time being broke during the school year. I'd lived on my own since I was 17. I moved out early, and so I'd drop out of school and I'd go back to work, and I did that off and on for a couple of years, and I got a family out in the Seattle area and decided that I should head out there. And I've always wanted to go out there. I really wanted to go to the University of Washington, and the college thing just wasn't working out, so I still wanted to go out there. Moved out there, worked nights almost the entire time I lived in Seattle for 5 or 6 years. I worked nights at UPS, but during the day I'd always have a second oddball job. Again, I help guys finish out houses who are flipping houses, stuff like that. And I was notorious for just having a ton of jobs. I always had bounced around. I mean, I've done a little bit of everything. I've worked fast food, I worked at hardware stores, I worked at a cemetery for a while in college. That's where I started getting my first experience running equipment, digging graves with a backhoe. And it's kind of indicative of my career all along. I always end up coming back to construction. I've tried other venues, and I've done, like I said, I've done just about everything, but construction has always been there for me. It's always ended up turning up when I needed a good job, and I was either in a bind, or regardless, it's one way or another, it's always worked out well for me. So